Ricegum is a genius playing a fool. Here is how. So basically, if you aren't aware, there's been some lovely YouTube drama to mark the start of 2019. I did a video on it, so if you somehow don't know what I'm on about, I'd check that one out first. But just for a quick refresh for everyone here, both Jake Paul and Ricegum decided it was a great idea to promote gambling to their young, impressionable demographics, as well as it being a blatant scam. So, how did the internet respond to this? Well, obviously, big and small YouTubers banded together to roast and criticize both Ricegum and Jake Paul for their plain greed, lack of morals, and just their plain idiocy, with the most notable being that of the responses of Hatry and PewDiePie. I just want to go into the Hatry situation in a little bit more depth later in this video, but honestly, just for a quick rundown, Ethan, please don't respond to Ricegum's blatant jab at not only yourself, but your wife. He just wants the attention and did it to force a response. Don't play into his hands, be smarter than him, which isn't that hard really. But what if there was something more to this? Well, personally, I think Ricegum knew exactly what he was promoting, and he knew the backlash that would come from it. For a lack of better terms, I'll have to use the word that he likes a lot. He's been irrelevant ever since the content cop on him. And for a clear psychopath like Ricegum, this isn't a good thing. This man is constantly promoting drama that we know is fake, just for the attention. Like, remember the whole FoCTube and Ricegum beef that was clearly fake? Yeah, I feel like we're having another one of those situations, except this time it's entirely orchestrated by the megamind himself, Ricegum. So why do I think this? Well, my proof isn't much, other than the fact he isn't a potato. Because seriously, who would think that this would not get backlash, especially since he's promoting it to extremely young children? And not to mention, every time he makes a mistake, people like Drama Alert and Keemstar report on it religiously. And I think it's important to note that Keemstar is a self-admitted friend of Ricegum as well. Coincidence? No. Clearly Keem benefits from the drama he creates, and Ricegum benefits by setting his own twisted personality. Because at the end of the day, how can you say he's not a little lacking in morals, when he constantly puts on the persona of a spoilt 12-year-old? And personally, not wanting to think he actually has the IQ of a goldfish, I hope he's actually just putting on a persona, because there is no way this man conquered the YouTube algorithm and has stayed at the top of his game for so long without some credence of being intelligent. Now, to go deeper into the response by Hatry and Ricegum, to explain what I mean. Both Hatry and Ricegum's videos were, in my opinion, poor, and reflected each other as almost as parodies as one another, with Ricegum doing the mimicking of Hatry to show he clearly is hypocritical, which we already know as he's admitted to himself. So I have to give some credit to Ricegum for trying to link the whole better health situation to his own. However, we all have to admit that's a little bit of a stretch. The principles might be the same, but the demographic targeted was completely different, and that's where I feel all the outrage lies. Because once again, he targeted young, impressionable children, whilst Hatry's demographic is much older and much more tech savvy, so can see a scam from a mile away, even if it was unintentional by both parties. And that's where I feel the genius of Ricegum shows. He not only discredits the case presented by Hatry by parodying his response to Ethan's Better Help debacle, but he did so well that people didn't even realise that he was mimicking him to begin with. To the point, Hatry actually made another video on him, saying how shit of a response it was. Ironic, right? Some of you might be thinking this was just a coincidence, and Ricegum's just an idiot. But honestly, either this man is a fool who is extremely lucky and manages to do this all the time, or maybe he does have some brains behind that obvious fake facade he puts on for his videos. Anyway, I'd like to hear what you guys think down below. Do you think Ricegum's smarter than he lets on, and do you think he's achieved his goal? Or tell me I'm an idiot and completely wrong, and why you think so. Remember to like or dislike this video, as all feedback is helpful. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.